Israel is destroying the social, cultural and political fabric of Gaza. A report by the Israeli rights group BTselem entitled Our Genocide named this chapter The Spread of Anarchy. It says the Israeli army has systematically targeted the people and institutions responsible for maintaining law and order. It's destroyed police stations, civil defense units and municipalities, creating a power vacuum, which armed gangs have been quick to fill. Israel has not only allowed them to operate, but supplied them with weapons, and officials have suggested some of these groups could play a future role in managing Gaza. A similar strategy is employed among Palestinian communities in Israel. The report says where Israel is deliberately neglecting to act against criminal gangs to weaken Palestinian society. The report says Gaza has the largest orphan crisis in modern history, with at least 40,000 children losing one or both parents in Israel's war. Families are torn apart, shattered by grief, deprived of proper mourning, separated during forced displacement, and often don't know the fate of their loved ones. The blockade means Palestinians struggle for survival every single day. This has pitted people against one another, tearing at the social fabric of the community. Israeli bombing has destroyed more than 90% of Gaza's schools, leaving 658,000 children without education for almost 2 years. And in the occupied West Bank, settler attacks, demolitions and movement restrictions have forced students to miss half the school year.
Israel is doing everything to break the spirit of the Palestinian people.
Israel has destroyed half of all religious and cultural sites in the Gaza Strip, dozens of historical sites, some more than 1,000 years old. The report refers to allegations that the Israeli military looted antiquities from museums and archaeological locations. Libraries and other cultural institutions have also been destroyed, including Gaza City's central archive.
I am already a grandfather, and I always know my grandchildren would face a hard future here. But now I am afraid that we'll have no future at all.
Deep scars for generations. This is just one aspect of Israel's genocide, one still ongoing, and which might extend to other areas. Nida Ibrahim, Al Jazeera.
Ehab Bissaiso is a former Minister of Culture in the Palestinian Authority. You're also a writer, an academic. You're joining us from Ramallah, and we thank you for your time. Genocide is the murder of a people. And the Palestinian we know in their modern history have already endured so much. Ethnic cleansing, forced displacement, occupation, annexation, the list goes on. There's no easy way to ask this, but in your opinion, are you confident the Palestinian people can survive what is being done to them now?
Yes, first of all, thanks for having me. And I do believe that the Palestinians will have all what it takes to survive, since all these atrocities have marked the Palestinian existence for the last 75 years, since the 1948, the destructions of hundreds of villages and the displacement and the forced displacements of the Palestinians into Gaza Strip and other areas in the West Bank and neighboring countries, what's being marked as the Nakba, continuing to occupy the West Bank and Gaza Strip. All these years, the last 75 years, have been always marked with frustration, devastation, and massacres. Unfortunately, nothing has been quite reported by the international media in a way to reveal the atrocities that have been going on the Palestinians. But yes, we survived, we continue to populate the earth, as our poets and writers have said, and with all the songs and the heritage and the keeping them in. This has been the case. But when it comes to Gaza and the genocide that is taking place since 2023 and is still going on, I believe that the situation has gone even far worse than what happened in 1948 and 1967. The aim is to destroy Gaza with all its historical, cultural, and spiritual significance, which maybe Gaza has been a victim of an Israeli propaganda for the last decade, being associated with frustration and poverty Yet, Gaza has a very rich historical significance that have been really completely destroyed
Sir,
since the latter.
Sir, respectfully, Mr. Bisaiso, and I'm going to have to jump in, and I hate to have to do this, but the sound, the audio is very muffled, so it's very difficult for not just myself, but I presume our viewers as well to understand what you're saying. So we'll do everything in our power to come back to this interview. Thank you very much, Mr. Bisaiso.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.